Now, if you ask me, is trading allowed for NRIs? The answer is yes and no. But what if FEMA law catches you and you have to pay a huge penalty? Hello everyone. Welcome to Keerthi's FinFo NRI community. I'm CS Keerthana. I live in Dubai. I run The Consultancy, a firm which is specialized in NRI services. I've done my CS from India and CMA strategic level from UK. I'm also a SEBI registered overseas MFT. Every week, I bring an explainer video on some NRI issues in this channel. If you're looking for finance, tax, FEMA and investment topics related to NRIs, please subscribe this channel. Today we are going to discuss an important issue related to NRIs. In my NRI consultation experience, I have observed that many NRIs commit these mistakes repetitively because of the ignorance of law. So I have decided to make this video. In this video, I am going to discuss about the restrictions that NRIs have under Indian law in investment. Just to elaborate, when as an NRI, you are residing in another country, even though you are holding Indian passport, you don't get all the privileges that an Indian resident who is staying in India gets. Legally, NRIs are restricted from taking part in many business activities, investment activities, etc. I have broadly divided these restrictions into three parts. One is government-backed scheme. Second is stock market activities. Third is other sectoral investment restrictions. I'm going to explain this in detail, so stay tuned till the end. So let's start with 1. Government-backed schemes. Many government-backed small investment schemes such as Kisan Vikas Patra or post office monthly schemes, senior citizen schemes, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, NSC or National Savings Certificate, PPF Public Provident Fund. These are not available to NRIs. These government-backed savings schemes are everyone's favorite since they offer guaranteed return of around 7 to 8%. And also comes with tax saving advantage. And it can be started with as low as 500 or 1000 rupees and go up to 150,000 rupees in many cases. And in India, banks will accept this as a collateral for loans also. Unfortunately, these schemes are not available to NRIs. But recently, government had changed the regulation a little bit and made it possible for all NRIs to become nominee. That means you as an NRI, you can be nominated to all of the schemes. But there is one more restriction that the proceeds or the payment under these schemes will not be repatriated. Means you as NRI cannot send the payment received out of this if you want to repatriate out of the country. That means you need to utilize the payment within the country. If you have one more question in your mind about having made investment in these schemes before becoming NRIs, please note, in case of National Savings Certificate NSC or PPF, investments made as resident, it can be continued till maturity. But you can't renew it for another term and also fresh investment cannot be made. In case of SSY, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, it is a little different. Upon becoming NRI, you need to inform the bank about the change in the residential status, because they'll stop crediting the interest income. This makes you to exit this investment rather than holding it for nothing, right? No return. I've made a detailed video about SSY. If you haven't watched, please watch it here. Now let's go for the next. That is second, stock market activities. When the uncertainty has clouded major markets around the world, it is only Indian market which had delivered promising return. And if you see the annualized return in the last 5 years, it is around 12.8%. The recent election results also have indicated that the political stability and the policy consistency is possible in India. So this made many investors around the globe to look at India. NRIs are not different. They are also waiting to catch Rising India story. Indian stock market is welcoming every investor and offering huge opportunity to make money. But does this mean that NRI can invest in every segment, every instrument of Indian stock market? The answer is no. Let me explain this in detail. NRIs can invest in listed companies, shares, or units of domestic mutual funds, or even ETFs. RBI allows NRIs to buy the shares under portfolio investment scheme, where NRI approaches the designated bank branch to administer the PIS scheme to route the investment, linking that to NRE or NRO account. Remember, even OCS do have parity with NRI. That means OCS also can buy Indian companies' shares. This also means that NRIs don't have to be physically present in India in order to start their investment in Indian equity. One more important point here is NRIs invest on repatriable or non-repatriable basis. That means if it is from NRE account, which is external account, it is repatriable freely. But if it is done linking that to NRO account, it is non-repatriable beyond 1 million USD per year. But RBI has prescribed a ceiling limit. Usually it is 5% of the paid up capital for OCIs and NRIs. But when you are considering the overall total investment of NRIs in the company, it is 10% of the paid up capital. And it is 24% in case of FIIs or foreign institutional investors. The moment it touches 2% below the setup cap, RBI sends notice to all designated banks. So what happens essentially is for the next purchase, the listed company will have to take the prior permission from RBI. Now, what if the cap which is set up has been breached? That means the company is placed in ban list. Earlier it is in caution list, now it is in ban list. So that's the reason why we might not be able to buy few company shares sometimes. So this is all about investment. Our firm The Consultancy offers investment services in Indian market. You can visit our website www.keerthisfinfo.com for more detail. I'm also a SEBI registered overseas MFT, and I with my expert team can help you to invest and grow your money through mutual fund in India. The next 10 years, trust me, it is a golden time for making money in India. We first understand your financial goal and tailor it to the investments accordingly. If you are interested in investing in Indian equity, you can have 20 minutes free consultation with me. Just book an appointment using the link in the description, which is given in the video. Remember, we offer only investment, not any trading. Why not intraday trading? That is another restriction actually, which is placed on NRI. Now, if you ask me, is trading allowed for NRIs? The answer is yes and no. NRIs can trade in Indian stock market on delivery basis. So any intraday trading where you are buying and selling on the same day, or you can call it BTST, which is not allowed. Trading in currency, commodity segment is strictly disallowed. NRIs also can't pledge securities as collateral if you want to trade in F&O. If you want to trade in derivative market, then you must get custodial participant or CP code. This is a unique code which is allotted to NRI, and the broker is using this code to settle NRI's F&O trade. So this is used to execute all the trade on behalf of NRI customer. Now, this will be mapped to NRO account. So it should be from the rupee fund which is held in India. Remember, it can't be repatriated. I hope this is clear now. So let's move on to the third point, which is other sectoral investment. If you read FEMA, you will see it has two categories. One is prohibited, another one is permitted sectors. Prohibited allows no foreign investment because these sectors are very sensitive areas and that needs to be placed under a regulatory framework, and effectively it needs to be monitored. While this portfolio investment scheme opens the doors for NRIs to invest in Indian equity, they can't invest in every company. PIS also has some sectoral restrictions. FEMA prohibits investment or carrying out certain business activities such as lottery business, nidhi company, real estate business or farmhouse, construction, atomic energy, tobacco or tobacco substitute businesses. This means as an NRI, you cannot invest if the company is engaged in these activities which are mentioned here. So in one sense, we should be happy that our fund is allowed to be invested in well-established, safe industries, right? NRIs are also not allowed to purchase agricultural land, farmhouse or plantations. I know many NRIs who are watching this may be thinking that these are done by NRIs. Yes, I know many NRIs keep doing this. They might have done it, but what if FEMA law catches you and you have to pay a huge penalty and you may have to go through this daunting regulatory procedures in India? So please be very careful before attempting to invest in these restricted categories which are mentioned in this video. If you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section or mail me at info@keerthisfinfo.com. I'll try to explain to the best of my knowledge. That's all for today. See you again in the next video.